After not being able to evolve this Pokemon in who knows how much time, I'm finally going to be able to evolve it. It's taken me so many years at this point. Welcome back, God bless. I have to evolve my Naganadel, finally. So what I had to do was I needed to catch, I think it was 20 dragon types in order to catch this Pokemon. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to evolve this. Obviously, if you guys don't know, I've been really trying to get my Pokédex higher because, dude, the amount of Pokemon that I have for the amount that I've played of this game is bad. So I'm making sure we get at least this out of the way because this is kind of a difficult one to evolve. But as well as we have a bunch of shinies that I've caught in today's video. Plus, I'm just going to keep grinding this event. We got Naganadel in the Pokédex. That is so sick. Yeah, it is taking me way too long to evolve this one. However, decent IVs. It's a really good poison type. So I'm going to use that for whenever poison's good. But, dude, I caught 3 lilies, so I did about at least 3 or 4 research. I bought in the shop this rocket radar box, which is insanely good. It's really cheap for it comes to radars, and the wild area global ticket. It's kind of what I want to really talk about in this video because I was gifted this from someone on my friends list, which is a $12 ticket, which is insane. So we're gonna go over some of the things because it's an amazing event. So we see toxicity and the punk Pokemon. So toxicity is going to be crazy that it's going to be in DYNAMAX raids, which could be potentially shiny, but note that it will be in 4-star raids as well. And personally, I'm going to go for the 4-star raids, not the DYNAMAX, since DYNAMAX have really bad shiny rates. You can do 5 free raid passes each day from spinning gym photo discs, which is awesome because in the 5-star raids, we're getting Dialga, Origin Form, and Palkia Origin Form. And I'll just show you right now, I do not have Palkia, but Palkia makes it so you have a bigger range on where you're at, which is absolutely amazing. But Dialga, I use this all the time where you can pause either your Lucky Egg, Start Beast, Daily Adventure, or normal incense duration, which is absolutely broken, and I make sure I use this all the time. Yes, those will be back in raids. That's super exciting. Let me catch this Meowth because it's 500 stars per. So that is going to be happening in the event, but there's so much more. Remember, this is November 23rd to November 24th. There's going to be 2 different days. The main Pokemon spawning is going to be electric and poison type, and then obviously we're going to have mighty Pokemon. Basically, the best way to explain what mighty Pokemon are just higher stage evolution Pokemon, and they're going to be a bit more difficult to catch. So what Niantic is doing, they're giving us safari balls. You've never heard of these. Basically, they look like you're in a safari area as a Pokeball, and it makes it easier to catch a mighty Pokemon. As well as we'll see easier XXS and XXL Pokemon in the wild for this event. You can get up to 6 special trades per day and reduce Stardust for cost for trades, which is amazing during this event. We can also increase chance of Toxel hatching from 10-kilometer eggs, which is great. As well as we're going to have half-distance egg hatching, which is great, especially if you hatch your 12-kilometer eggs during this event, if you have a bunch of rocket radars, because 12-kilometer eggs do give you the most amount of Stardust and XP. So if you want that gain, you can go for that. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, which is great. Higher chance to encounter shiny Pokemon during the event, which I'll go over what Pokemon can be shiny during this event because it is a lot and it's amazing. As well as you have a higher chance to encounter I already said that. And then obviously you can purchase this through October 22nd. And if you play between the 15th and the 22nd, you can get time research to get a Toxel mask avatar item, which is kind of mid, but I do want to go over the spawns for this event because the spawns are honestly some of the greatest ones. Because I'm not gonna lie, the poison and electric type aren't that great, but the mighty Pokemon that are going to be spawning and all the shiny that can be in the wild is going to be insane. So let's first go over the electric types. Now I'm going to go over all of the electric, and then I'll go over which ones I'll be grinding for, as well as let me know in the comments below which ones will you guys be grinding for. I'm looking really curious about that. So for electric types, we're going to get Alolan Geodude, Magnemite, Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb, Electabuzz, Electric, Shinx, Blitzel, Joltik, Tynamo, Stunfisk, and Helioptile. Personally, I do need the Hisuian Voltorb, so I'm grinding that for sure. And then I also love the look of the Blitzel shiny. So those are going to be my 2 hardest grinds. I don't have Joltik shiny. I don't have Hisuian Voltorb. So those are the Pokemon shinies that I don't have for the Electric Hour. Poison Hour. Now, personally, I prefer the Poison Hour more, but we'll go over it. We have Bulbasaur, Bellsprout, Tentacool, Spinarak, Paldean Wooper, Quillfish, Hisuian Quillfish, Skorupi, Krogunk, Venipede, Scrup, and Marini. Now, some of my favorites personally is Bellsprout, Spinarak, Quillfish, the Hisuian Quillfish, Marini, and Scrap. So personally, I definitely prefer the poison type more, 100%. But the mighty Pokemon is where it's going to be at. And the best way to explain these is some of these have never been able to get shiny in the wild. Some have been, but it's going to be freaking sick. So First off, we have Venusaur, which can be shiny and does have a Mega. We have Pidgeot, Poliwrath, Golem, Gyarados, Dragonite, Feraligatr, Ampharos, Luxray, Garchomp, Electivire, Mamoswine, Scolipede, Galvantula, Electros, Dragalge, Tyrantrum, Toxapex, and Overqwil, which is insane. So, what are the best ones to hunt for during this event? Gyarados is a great Mega Pokemon, so I recommend going for a couple of those. Venusaur is a great Poison and Grass type, especially with Frenzy Plant, which I believe is the Legacy move, as well as Ampharos is just a great Pokemon. Garchomp is amazingly good. Tyrantrum is just a cool looking Pokemon, and Mamoswine is insanely good. Which is crazy that those Pokemon are going to be spawning in the wild, and yes, they can be shiny, which is absolutely incredible that those are going to be shiny. And as well as for Saturday, there's going to be certain Mega or Mighty Pokemon, and there's going to be some for Sunday. So, for Saturday spawns in specific, we have Pidgeot, Golem, Gyarados, Luxray, Scolipede, Garvantula, Tyrantrum, and Toxapex. So that's going to be on Saturday, the Mighty Pokemon will spawn them. Sunday will be Venusaur, Poliwrath, Dragonite, Feraligatr, Electivire, Mamoswine, Electros, and Dragalge. So, Saturday and Sunday will have different Mighty Pokemon spawn, but I highly recommend you do go for those. And honestly, I am super excited for this event. This is literally a Go Fest, but in November. Kind of like the Sinnoh Tours, what we have, but it's not really in specific to a certain Pokédex, but instead we're getting an entire event of Mighty Pokemon. And I can't wait, because this is a new way to grind shinies, since a lot of the 4 or 3 stage evolutions that we get in game can't potentially be shiny. And I want to talk about the Safari Balls a bit more. So yes, they work not like a Master Ball, but they work better than an Ultra Ball. So you'll be able to catch Pokemon a lot easier, but you do want to note that these Safari Balls you can only use during this event. Once the event ends, they will expire and you won't be able to use these balls anymore. So make sure you use the Safari Balls on the Mighty Pokemon that you find in this event. This event looks amazing. I'm assuming we're going to have special research. I don't think it said it in the ticket in specific, but that's what I'm going to assume is going to happen. So I cannot wait for that personally. That is going to be super exciting. And honestly, if you guys don't know, I'm one of the biggest grinders when it comes to like the Go Tours and stuff like that. So the fact that it's going to be such a long event, it's going to be a 2-day event, you already know the videos are going to be insane for that. Now, some shinies I've caught. I caught a shiny Darumaka pretty recently, which is sick. I love shiny Darumaka, one of my favorite grinds for sure. And then obviously I did show before that I got a bunch of Rocket Grunts. I did 4, and I need this because of my level 44 challenge. I need to get 50 Team Rocket Grunts. I'm at 25 right now, which isn't bad. I low-key do need to get a bit more, which is why I bought a box in the shop like I said before. But we have not gotten a Shadow shiny in a little bit of time, so we did get that shiny, as well as I think we got about 100% as well. We got 100% Sandshrew, which I'll show on the screen as well, which is absolutely amazing. I believe this is my first ever 100%. I've had a 98% since like 2021, and now I can replace it with my 100%. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Have a fantastic day. See you on the next one.